All right, let me do the walkthrough of the car that I live in. So we'll do like an MTV Cribs type tour. So I live in a Honda CRV. I'm not sure if you call that a truck or a car. I consider it, it's almost right in between. It's, it's not really a truck, but it's an SUV, but on like a Civic body. So I don't know. I consider it an SUV. So, you know, it's a pretty good vehicle to live in. It's better than a car, that's for sure. But I would rather have something a little bigger, some sort of bigger SUV like a Toyota 4Runner would be ideal for me. Because 4Runners are also, good off-road, good engines. They're just really good trucks. But but a Honda CRV is what I got. And so let's just do, I'm gonna put y'all on the tripod. Hold up. So, all right, wait. Okay, now let me out. Okay, now I can take y'all through. So there's my 300 watt portable solar panel that I've got two generators. This one that the wire, so I don't put this out every day. It's just if I need to put a charge on my other generator, because so the wire runs up and it's plugged into this generator, but this is kind of my backup generator. This is my main generator, this is like some cheap Chinese, it's called the Montec X1000, and I gotta say, for the price, I mean, it's really good, dude. So I know a lot of people like the Blue Eddies and the Deltas and all that, but I have no complaints about this generator. So these are the lithium iron phosphate batteries, which if you're going to get one of these generators for van life or whatever, you kind of want to get the lithium iron phosphate, because those batteries just last a lot longer. So they're a little heavier, but they last a lot longer. These are both lithium iron phosphate. So supposedly you can charge and discharge them like 10,000 times or something. So, and I've had this thing since 2020, been working like a champ ever since. And then this one, a company sent me this to do a YouTube review of it, which I did, and it's a good generator, and it's also pretty cheap. So I gotta say, you don't have to buy the highest end ones. I've got to say, these are cheaper ones, and they work really well. There's I got an iPad for drawing, couple of books up there. That's my air fryer, which I hardly ever use because I'm not cooking, dude. I live in a car. I just buy, buy whatever I'm gonna eat that day. That's my drinking water. I got this container off of Amazon for like $30. That's my water for cleaning dishes and stuff. It's just one of those pump spray bottles, so you put the water in it, which I go to Walmart and I pay like, I don't know, 50 cents a gallon, and I just fill it off this thing they have. And then you pump it with the handle, and then you've got running water to wash your dishes and stuff. I use vodka. This is a spray bottle with vodka in it. That's what I use to clean the dishes. I spray it with vodka and then rinse it out and then wipe it out and then spray it again with vodka and just leave it and let that evaporate. It's pretty messy in here right now. This fan I've got to return. It's a piece of shit. Got it off Amazon. I've had it for like 10 days. It's already not working. The plug in the back, it's not getting power. This is my coffee machine. Let me get this thing out of here. It looks like shit. Just leave that there for now. It just looks messy with that there. Jar of olives. There's my bong. Let's show you all that real quick. There's that. I don't keep it, I empty it out after I use it. There's my coffee pot. So I make my coffee in the morning. I bought this generic GoPro, which I got a really good deal on it. I really like it. There's the battery for my bike. This is the camera that I got. It's called Acaso. That's the battery for my bike. WD-40, creatine. So there's my protein, tin foil. These are like fruit bars that I really like. Plastic bags and shit. My skateboard, which is hooked in to hold all that stuff back. This is just all the random crap back here. There's my bed, poncho liner, which I was using this same blanket when I was homeless. I was using this sleeping bag while I was homeless too. I got this little mattress off of Amazon. I really love it, dude. It's 4 inches, 6 inches? I don't know, but it's really comfortable to sleep on. I mean, you're talking to someone who was sleeping on the sidewalk for years, though, so, sponges and, little dustpan for sweeping up, just bullshit. I put this table here so that if I gotta work on anything back here, I do it on this table. I just, used door hinges and popped it in there. It's good to have a table, So let me show y'all where I keep my tools real quick. Now, it's kind of a pain in the ass because I've got to kind of dig everything out to get to them, but it's worth it to have all my tools. So now this, let me just make sure y'all can see. Yeah, y'all can see that. So this is usually hooked up to my little cargo net thing up there. It's just 2 miniature bungee cords. So what I do is I lift the bed. Hold on, let me show you this. So the bed is just plywood, you know what I mean? I covered it in tape, but I put this eye hook in there. You see that? So that's what these are gonna hook to that and hold the bed up. So hold on. Yeah, I lift the bed and hook these onto here. I use 2 so that it's just not one thing getting completely strained. Now I gotta clean up under here because there's tape that the glue from the tape gets on my hands every time I touch it. Now under the bed is basically all my winter clothes, pants and winter hats, shit like that, my underwear, and just a bunch of clothes. The clothes that, it's divided between under the bed and up in the cargo net is where all my clothes are. So that's how I get under there. But then to get to my tools, I gotta move everything out. So this yoga mat has to come out. This is for my bike, to charge the battery for my bike. That's gotta get moved. Just put it there for now. And so all this shit's gotta come out. Wait. Hold up. I'm gonna just put y'all here so I got 2 hands and watch it from a distance. Alright. That's out of the way. So the skateboard has to be unhooked. I've gotta see how I made the the hooks to where they turn out. Wait. Alright. So there's my that's my skateboard. That's Santa Cruz Jeremy Nibs. It's called the Alchemist. I bought it because the picture is dope. But then when I looked up Jeremy Nibs, as it turns out, he's from Tampa, which I'm in Clearwater. I've spent half my life in this area. And his parents are from New York, so I got a lot in common with Jeremy Nibs, as it turns out. Alright, so now, hold up. Why is this? Okay. I'm gonna let that just hang right there. Now, to get at my tools, I've got, this is the handle. I'm gonna put y'all over here while I do this and just open it up. So, and then I just stick that, this piece of wood in there. And then there's my tools, my speed square stays in there. Some extra wood, scissors. This is all random miscellaneous shit. Grinder, sawzall blades. My grinder blades are over there. Clamps, coping saw, my hammer. This is my framing hammer. You really can't get a better hammer for like $30. The Vaughn, it's called the Vaughn California Framer. And this is a really good hatchet made by East Wing. You can tell I don't use it much, but I'm off grid in the city. If I was in the woods, I'd be using that hatchet probably all day, every day. So what else? There's goggles. Oh, that's my charger for my power tools. Let me show you all my power tools real quick. So I keep the power tools up here. I get Milwaukee. I gotta say, the old Milwaukee shit's probably better, but that, my impact driver, my hammer drill, there's my grinder, and there's my sawzall. I'm not digging all that shit out. But there's my power tools. I could literally build anything out of the back of my car. This is the screen for my front window. And so, yeah, that's my tools. Dremel, these come in handy for lots of things. It's basically a miniature grinder. Funnel back there, this is for sanding. Files, rasps, and what do you call these? Those things for shaping wood. I could literally, build anything, a house, fucking anything. Anything you need built that, I could do it all. So, there's, that's all my tools. There's my level. That's another saw. This saw is pretty bad. This one, that's a cool little saw. And there's my this is my framing. Wait, you can't even fucking see. God, that's my can you see it? I can't see shit in the screen, but there's my frame and square. I keep cutting my fingers on that fucking saw. I'm getting out of the back of here. I'm getting annoyed. But there's my tools. These were water jugs that I cut the tops off them. Those 4-gallon water containers. I cut the tops off them so that I could have some organization to my tools, you know what I mean? So that was 1 water container, 2, 3, 4. Because without these sectioning off, I would just have a pile of fucking tools here, you know what I'm saying? So I did that, and I made this little wooden box right here. This for plugging my tire if I get a flat. This for working on my bike. It's all just random shit. There's the charger for my power tools. What else? I mean, these, you know, clamps for holding shit down and all that shit. So, what's this? Oh, that's for plugging the tire. I don't like to work on cars, but you know, you gotta have some things just in case, you know, for a flat tire or whatever. There's my 2-foot level, my torpedo level. Now that, oh, I got a bunch of tools up in my front seat too. Hold up. I really don't feel it. I'm not digging the shit out. I'm gonna show you real quick because it's under. Here's a bunch of other tools that, shit that I use more often. I've got them in this little Tupperware container. You know, torpedo level, screwdrivers, clamps, shit, random shit. Well, yeah. Now, I gotta put everything back away. I'll show you that process. So the first thing you do is you take this wood out, make sure there's nothing gonna get jammed in here when this drops. And then you just do that. That goes there. Goes here. I use this to, that's my mosquito repellent. It's pure, it's just citric acid. The mosquitoes hate it, and it smells like oranges. There's the tools, and there's, you know, the full view of the back. And I'll do another video and show y'all my nighttime setup. But yeah, that's that. There's my stuff for making my coffee. And then this table folds down. When I go to sleep, this table folds down and tucks in over there. That's a cutting mat. This is sugar, potato chips, crackers, you know, coffee and salt and pepper and all that stuff. So, let me put this back too, hold up. Wait. Now I'll show y'all from the other, hold on. And here's my bike. That, you know, I put the battery on there, and then, you know, when I want the electric bike. Now, this is kind of like my front door. Oh, I got these screens off of Amazon too. I probably should invest in a pillowcase. I just use a t-shirt, but so this is I carved. That's a samurai sword that I carved out of a stick. I gotta redo the, hold on. Yeah, I've gotta redo the handle. It's all fucked up. Wait, I'll show y'all. So, I carved this out of a branch. It's pretty badass. It's actually a really, you know, if you wanted to use this for self-defense, you could really do some damage with it. Hold on. Let me show y'all my other sword. Well, there's my air fryer that you're looking at right now, but hold up. Oh, I've got like my swords right there. This is my ninja sword, which is under construction. There's a couple of fans and stuff. This, hold up. That's my refrigerator. I put some stuff on it to keep it insulated. Open it and show y'all what's in it. That's what's in it. And this is my drawers. Oh, here's my, that's my cargo net. So when I'm sitting here chilling in my car at night, I'll show y'all my nighttime setup in another video. I don't want this video to be like 2 hours long, but this is actually a seat, this thing that unfolds. I'll show y'all in the nighttime setup, but I put my laptop on here and just play video games on it, basically. So these are my, this is like my drawers. This is my ashtray. And so in the top drawer, it's just random stuff, you know, it's kind of a junk drawer. This, speakers for the computer, controller for the, you know, for the video games, headphones and hard drives. These are video games, TV shows, movies, and it's, you know, I would, it's better than Netflix. I've got every movie and TV show that I want, you know. And then this, you know, wipes, powder, coconut oil. You know, this is, what do you call it? Hygiene stuff, I guess you could say. You know, my beard trimmer, razors, everything, all that stuff is in here. And down here, you know, more tools. There's that's called a combination square, and then, you know, stapler. And you want to see my drawing stuff? This is my drawing stuff. Hold on, wait. This is all my stuff for drawing. These Copic pens are really good. This is, what do you call these for measuring? I forget what it's called, but this is my favorite drawing pencil ever, and that's, you know, 0.5 millimeter. And then this is my other favorite. That's you know, Rotring makes really good pencils and stuff. But yeah, these are all just pens and pencils for drawing. These are Copic markers, which Copic makes the best markers. And then these are all the Copic liners. Now, the reason these liners are good is because you can replace the tips, you know what I mean? So you don't have to replace the whole pen, or, you know, dealing with all the bullshit of technical pens. These are just really, every part on them is like replaceable, and they're just really good line drawing pens, you know what I mean? And that's all my stuff for drawing. Hold up, let me hold on, man, this all right. So, hold on, put y'all right there so you can watch me put this away. Oh, and I've got these colored pencils that are actually, these are wait. These are the Faber-Castell colored pencils that are actually like watercolor paint. And then this, I mean, showing y'all every single thing, but this is for like engraving in wood or stone, or anything. I'm going to, you know, because for instance, I want to engrave. See, that's for engraving. It's just metal point. But in my ninja sword, which is this one, I want to engrave a leopard on the blade. So I'll be using this to do that. So that's what this stuff is, just for like, you know, carving and engraving. I'll just put that to the side for now. What else is in here? Stapler, sketchbook. These scissors are badass. These are made by Klein. Really good. They're for electricians, but they're really good. What else? Oh, there's a deck of cards, and then we've got, hold up, then we've got these, in case I want to read the future, which I don't. I never, I very rarely consult the cards. This modeling clay. What else? Oh, this is like Velcro. Really useful stuff, actually. What else? It's, oh, you know what? This is interesting. Y'all might be interested in this. This is, they're called runes. It's another way to tell fortunes or to read the future. But like I said, I rarely do that. I don't want to know. You know what I mean? I don't even want to know what the hell's happening in the future. So, that's a clean sock. It's just when I did the laundry, it was out there loose. So this is, you know, if I'm chilling in my car at night, you know, the laptop would be here, but I'd be sitting, this is the view, you know. And so then under my bed, you saw there was, you know, there's a bunch of clothes and stuff over there. And this is a vacuum. That is a chair. And that is a bunch of emergency food. Hold on, let me set y'all up over here. And I'll show y'all something else. Hold on. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to set y'all over here because I've got to, hopefully y'all can see me, but now if I want to get in there, like, hold up, this part of the bed folds up, you know what I mean? And so so that's what's under there. Like I said, I don't really cook much, but there's my old laptop. What am I supposed to do with my old laptop? You just throw it in the garbage or what? Like, so this is this is behind the passenger seat. It's, you know, a bunch of emergency food. Gas for cooking. My oven is under the bed. There's my frappuccinos and hold up. Can you see? I keep all my drinks down there. But you know, like, it's cooking pots and all that. This is stuff I don't, you know. This is all emergency shit, you know what I mean? This is like emergency survival stuff, you know? So hold up, let me set y'all down right here. And, you can, hold up. And, oh shit. Oh boy. Alright, so is there anything else? Wait, Wait, let me put my vacuum back. This vacuum is awesome, dude. Really good little portable vacuum that's rechargeable. And then this is the front seat, which is just a wreck. I mean, this is like storage, you know? This is my storage unit. Gym bag, shirts, another portable solar panel, which I never use because it doesn't work good. Dirty clothes, power steering fluid, laundry detergent, coolant for the engine, just bullshit. Dish soap over there. This is for repairing solar panels. It's just tools for that. And then these are my towels. These are microfiber towels, really good towels. If you're living in a car or whatever, they're so absorbent and they do not take up much space. And so there's the front seat. And let's see. Let me zoom. Wait. Okay. Now we'll finish off up front where we got St. Christopher. That's the patron saint of travelers. That's Jesus on his shoulder. And then we got St. Michael, patron saint of war. He looks out for me in case I got to get in a fight, which never happens. But he's there. He's there if I need him. That is Ursus, who is a cave bear, and he is a primitive god for our primitive ancestors. And then that's the dopest Zippo you ever seen in your life. You ever seen a cooler fucking Zippo than that? Wait, let me show y'all something else. Hold up. We're going back in the car. Now, this is some cool shit. So, you know, there's my little shelf for random shit. This thing is so cool. Look at this pocket knife. I got this off of Amazon. This is made by a Japanese sword maker. So when the samurais were outlawed, this guy was, you know, their family was sword makers. And he just started making pocket knives. Now, this pocket knife, this design, has not changed since the 1800s. It's badass, dude. It's super sharp. It's prone to rust. You got to hit this thing up with oil. You got to keep it kind of oiled, otherwise it's just going to get real rusty. But it's a really, really cool pocket knife. You can get it off of Amazon for like $13. And I'd say it's probably the best $13 you'll ever spend in your life. And then I got, I'll show y'all my butterfly knife. Any y'all familiar with these? Wait. Badass butterfly knife. That's a good one too. You can't get a good butterfly knife off of Amazon, but you can get this off of Blade HQ. I think it was $50. And it's, whoops, I just did it backwards. Lucky I didn't cut the shit out of myself. Yeah, if you hold it wrong and you do that, you will cut your finger bad. So you gotta, when you do that, you gotta hold it by this side with the lock on it is not the side you hold. You hold it by this side and you do that. And that's my butterfly knife. So I remember when I was little, my cousin's friend came over with a butterfly knife and he did that, and I literally thought he was a ninja. I was like, dude, that is the coolest thing I ever saw. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff, but that's, you know, I could film this for hours. Oh, and here's this where there's my refrigerator, and then this is, you know, my drawer thing. It opens both ways, you know what I mean? I took the drawers out that came with it and cut my own out of wood so that I could open them from either side, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. And this drawer, I leave this drawer open because the refrigerator needs air, you know what I'm saying? the compressor needs air. Oh, let me show y'all one more thing. And then this is my seat. It's all fucking tore up. It's just the way I bought the car, so I leave my camouflage netting over it. You know, I'm kind of a survivalist. This is why I have things like, you know, camouflage netting and shit like that. I just, worst come to worst, if I gotta disappear in the woods, you know, I got the fucking camouflage to do it. So, and then this is my knife rack. So, you know, this is the thing with the drawers in it, and then I've got a magnetic knife rack attached to it. And then down here, hold up, so that's where I keep all my Snapple. And you know, when I take one out of the fridge, I put one back in there, and that's how that goes. So I guess that's about it, right? I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there is. Hold up. Wait. Alright. Oh, so there's the tour of my car. And I'll do another video and show y'all my nighttime setup and how I stealth camp. And, you know, I can chill in there with the light on and you can't see no light outside the car. I'll do all that in another video, maybe the next video. So, I guess that's the end of this one. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the subs, thanks for the likes, thanks for the tips. Thanks for the channel members, and thanks for the Patreons especially. If you want a response to your comment, try to get it in the first 30. Welcome to all the new people to the channel. I appreciate all of y'all. And yeah, that's the end of this one. I'll see you on the next one. Everybody have a good one.